Okay, so good afternoon everyone, good afternoon. Hope you're all well. Welcome to the channel. My name's Emily. Welcome along. This is Autumn Budgets, and on this channel we do cash stuffing and budgeting. We also do all sorts of savings challenges and things like that. But today is slightly different. I asked everyone if they would like to see my mid-year reset, and there was an overwhelming yes. So these are 5 easy steps that I do to reset all sorts of things in my life. Yeah, so if that sounds interesting, then please keep watching. Okay, so good afternoon everyone, good afternoon. If you are new here and not from the budgeting community, a very warm welcome to you. My name's Emily. I am a single mum to 3. I home ed my kids, or have done. My oldest has now left. My next one is thinking about going to university, and my youngest one, who is very physically disabled, we spend a lot of time in hospital, that sort of thing. So it just gives you a brief overview of my life. I am chief cook and bottle washer in this household, so setting goals that are achievable and attainable are, I don't call them goals, I call them expectations, but are vital to the running of stuff. Otherwise I tend to forget things, and yeah, it's all a big mess. So I just thought that I would come on. Everyone said that they expressed an interest in the 5 steps that I take, so I just thought I would go through them. You can absolutely listen to this and do something else. I have just written down a few notes in my book, in my bullet journal, so if you would like to put me on while you're ironing, washing up, whatever, please do. Okay, so it's just going to be a really quick video of the 5 steps that I do, and some of the thoughts behind it. So the first thing I do is I take a step back and reflect. So whether it's 6 months, a day, a week, whatever, whether you've never reset or had a little reset, the first thing you have to do is you have to reflect on what has gone on. So some of the ways I do that is, how have my goals been? Are they achievable? Are they attainable? Am I happy with them? Am I happy with the outcome? Has something else been the outcome? It's just literally something to know that you're happy or not. I mean, not everything in a reset needs resetting. Something might be working very well for you, so you need to put measures in place to carry that on. We'll cover that. But yeah, and if you're not happy, then why not? What has gone wrong? This is not a chance to beat yourself up either. Please be nice to yourself and talk to yourself like you would your best friend. You know, it's yeah, excuse if you can hear the dog in the background. He's just got up, but he was snoring a minute ago. So yeah, please be kind to yourself. It's not an opportunity to bash stuff, but we don't sugarcoat things, and we have to be honest on the other end of that. I think that, you know, we have to be realistic as well. So also, speaking about realistic, when you're doing that reflection, the things that I think about as well that I have come in are outside influences. If you have children, if you have family, you have a job, you know, it's hard. So for example, we've had lots of hospital visits this year. Oscar, my son, who does feature on the channel a bit, he is very physically disabled, so in order to walk, he needs orthotics. Took weeks and weeks of getting those right, but if we don't get those right, then he's not right for the whole year. So that sort of thing. My middle child has decided that she probably wants to go to university. She thought it might be too late. Of course it's not too late. All the planning that comes along with that. Opened up an Etsy shop this year, and all sorts of things that have been bubbling along in the background. Also, I've had a lot of trouble on here with trolls and things this year. It's people copying your work. It's just all those outside things that come along that, you know, have a sort of influence on, well, not what you do, but how you react to things. So please be kind to yourself. Right, the next thing that we are going to do is, once we've got all that, is we're going to brain dump everything. Empty your brain, and it doesn't matter. I'll show you mine. I won't show you what I've written or anything, but I just have a spiral notebook. It's not my bullet journal. This is for, you know, all the good stuff, all the nice stuff, all the practical stuff, but this is full of my brain. So if you're like me and you like looking at things, I have to be able to look at stuff. You don't have to do it in a pen and paper. If you are a digital person, then please use your phone and stuff. But yeah, I do like a good old notebook just to write down everything. And I mean everything, the good, the bad, the ugly, everything. So once you have done that, you need to just have a little review. Have your priorities changed? Mine have. You know, we're 6 months through the year, my priorities have absolutely changed. I'm not talking about the kids and stuff like that, but you know, we need to review and alter what we are doing. Now, I said I'm talking about goals. Everyone talks about goals. Myself, I call them expectations. They're just things that I expect of myself. I have 2 words of the year this year, and it's just something in the bullet journaling community that we like doing, we like reviewing, and, you know, refreshing. I like the word refresh rather than, you know, reset. It's just a refresh, you know, be kind, and yeah. So another thing that I like to do is, once I've got all this and we've worked out what our goals are, is as part of number 3 is be clear and precise. If you're saying, I want to lose, you know, like 3 stone, well, how are you going to do that? You know, is it just going to magically fall off? So then what we need to do is we need to work out some sort of structure to that, and we need steps in order to do that. And once you've broken it down in steps, you need to make those steps monthly, and you need to make those steps weekly, and then you need to make those steps daily. So for you, that might be working out how many you know, carbs, fat and protein you can have, or how many calories you can have in a day, and then the weekly thing might be doing a meal plan. Another daily thing, you can log all your food. That's very interesting to do. If you log down what you eat in a day, my goodness me, you will not, it's a bit of an eye-opener. So that's another thing you can do. But all of these things are building on the little things to make it into that one achievable goal that you want. So we're talking about that, I hate the crap word SMART. What is it? SMART. I wrote it down here. Specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. The only one I do agree with is the time bound thing. So be realistic with your time as well. You're not going to lose 3 stone in 2 weeks, unfortunately. So that's going to take some considerable time, but keep chipping away at it, keep chipping away at it, because remember, it is not motivation that keeps you going, it is routines, and that is something that I have learned. So there we go, steps to achieve monthly and then weekly, and then you're gonna want a way, number 4, of tracking your goals. I use goal trackers. I also make my intentions known every month. It's literally, it's as in-depth or as not as you want. I would not, I break my life down into 9 categories. I would not have more than 1 goal a month for each of those things. So like I've got kids, garden, finances, home, you know, that sort of thing. And I would track your goals and manage them. So do a little daily, maybe weekly reset. Sit down literally for 30 seconds. Are you where you want to be today? If not, then just have a think about it and work it out for tomorrow. You know, it's all the little things on a daily basis that make a difference. And then finally, if you are really stuck or you are halfway through, I am of course Christian, so scripting is another one. In the non-Christian world, they call it manifestation. Really, it's just scripting where you're asking the universe, i.e. God, because that's who you're asking, who and what you should be doing, you know. And I really get inspired. I've got a whole journal here that I literally just open my Bible and the Lord tells me where to go, what I need to do, what I need to, and all of this stuff I'm writing down. It literally takes me 10 minutes in the morning when I get up. So yeah, it needs to be, if you need some inspiration, then please, YouTube, Pinterest, all of that sort of stuff. It's like I said, it's not motivation that keeps you going, it's habit. And once you can get that habit, you know, you can make it into a daily and then a monthly thing, and then before you know, you're flying through it and you haven't even thought about it. It's just become second nature. Another thing I would say is, remember, life happens. Like I said, it's not motivation that keeps you going. You are going to have days where you know, you don't want to do anything, you don't want to do that. Then give yourself grace. The only thing I would say is, now I desperately try, give yourself one day off, but whatever you're not doing that day, don't turn it into two. So say that you're not going to the gym one day because you're tired, which is fair enough. Don't not go the next time, if that makes sense. Make sure that it's just the one pass that you give yourself, and then really we need to be putting our big girl pants up and going to do it the second time, unless it's something serious, of course. So yeah, I would say that miss it once, don't miss it twice, because I don't know what the statistic is for not doing that thing the second time, but then you tend to spiral out of control, you know. So, and also, yeah, don't forget to write down everything. I have a brain dumping page. Like I said, I've got a whole notebook of it now, so I'll just go back on a Sunday, tick through things and cross stuff out. Some of the stuff that you put down is not relevant at all at the end of the week, which is why you put it down. You thought, oh, that's really rubbish, I'm not going to do that anymore, and you cross it out. But it's left your brain, you know, it's left your consciousness, because you don't want to be carrying all that crap around with you. So, yeah, I hope that you enjoyed that. I do like doing these. It's just 5 simple steps. And as I said, you can, you don't need to, sorry, I just dropped my folder on the floor. You don't need to do this every 6 months. This doesn't need to be then. It can be something that you do on a daily basis. It's something that you do on a weekly basis, or, you know, you can just do it whenever you want to. So it's just an intention. It gives your life a flow, and I know that the Lord does not want me to, you know, waft around in the wind going by how the day takes you. I think it's important just to have a few things written down that you'd like to achieve. Some people are really go-getters, some people are not. So I tend to fall into the middle ground of the camp. I really don't, I don't do it really seriously, you know, to the point where, you know, I'll give myself a good telling off if I don't do that one day. I like to be intentional. There we go. I like the word intentional. We like to be intentional with our lives, so we can get lots done, and also we can take a breath and take stock and be in the moment that we're in. The only other thing that I haven't written down here, and is something that I do every day and also as a general monthly thing, is I write down every day something I am grateful for, because there is always someone out there that would be absolutely grateful for your life. Like, we were stuck in hospital for weeks, going in and out, in and out, in and out. I kept thinking that the staff that we go to are excellent. They all know Oscar. And although it's inconvenient going in and out, that this will set him up for a year or so with all his orthotics until he decides to grow again. So we were grateful also that we were able to do that, because in some parts of the country they don't have a system like our hospital does. So you don't get the opportunity to do what he is. So although it's a pain in the arse because you're going in and out all the time, you know, I'm grateful as well because it means he can walk. You know, it means he can run to a fashion, bless him. So yeah, it is just looking at it as, you know, my cup is half full instead of looking at it like my cup is half empty. But I am an absolute optimist. I do look at the good things in life. I do think, well, you know, that could have been worse, or, you know, at least I have a house to clean, or, you know, at least I do have, you know, food and that sort of thing. And you've got to have an attitude of gratitude. If you don't, then you are going to be a very miserable person. And believe me, I know people who are extremely miserable, and they are. Misery needs company, and yeah, there are a lot of people who fall into that camp, and I know that it's hard for everyone at the moment. I understand that. Everyone's feeling the pinch. I'm not going to get political about everything, but you have to look after yourself, and you have to look after your own mental health as well, and that means being grateful. And sometimes if that means watching someone funny, reading your Bible, reading your book, just escaping music, just escaping for a minute, go play with your kids, go play outside. The thing is, go and get some sort of wildlife or countryside or something, tree, plant, because nature is a great calmer. So if you go outside and ground yourself, walk around with no shoes on the grass, it's all very calming. And I think that in today's society it's all very go, 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 which is why I try not to call them goals. I try and call them intentions, things that I intend to do, and expectations of myself. So anyway, I've whittled on for 17 minutes. I hope that you enjoy this. It is, like I said, just something. Please take a snapshot of that if you want to. I very much enjoy doing these things because I think it just helps, gives you some momentum and gives your life some purpose. Do you know what I mean? Because we're not supposed to be here just to work and pay taxes and then draw a pension and then die. That's not what we're here for. I do think that having an attitude of gratitude as well is the way forward. All I do is do 2 lines a day, or 2 things a day that I'm grateful for. So like today, even though it wasn't so sunny, the wind was nice, the rain kept off, all my washing's dry. We went for a lovely walk down the field, took the dog, and Oscar was able to walk on his orthotic for all of it. He took his scooter. So, you know, this is grateful things. The day before yesterday, he couldn't walk. So it's all how you look at it, really. So, yeah. Anyway, hope this has helped. Thank you so much for joining me, especially the people who are not budgeters. This is nothing to do with cash stuffing, although everything to do with cash stuffing. My next video is actually going to be up tomorrow, and it will be, I've emptied this. This is our lovely tin of money for the month, and it is empty, so I've done that. So I'll pop that video up tomorrow. So let me know down below what you think. Let me know down below what your reset looks like, and what you're planning on doing, if you're planning on doing anything. So yeah, let me know. And don't forget our serenity prayer, which is, God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference, living one day at a time, enjoying one moment at a time, accepting hardship as a pathway to peace, taking, as Jesus did, this sinful world as it is, not as we would have it, trusting that you will make all things right if I surrender to your will, so that I may be reasonably happy in this life and supremely happy with you forever in the next. Amen. God bless you all. See you soon. Bye-bye.